Water control is something that all the beginners want to know about. And that's what we are going to talk in this video. For this, I'm going to consider ultramarine blue, and I'm going to show how the right amount of water and the right amount of pigment matters a lot when you are using watercolors. Generally, while we are doing or painting with watercolors, we don't use white or black to lighten or darken the shade. So let's understand how to make the lighter version of the color and the darker version. After that, we are going to make a composition by just using this tones of the colors, that is the dark and light versions of the color. So here I have the ultramarine blue, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moderate mixture, meaning little bit of water and little bit of color. And now in the same mix, I'm going to add a bit of water. So see how juicy the mixture is now. And then I'm going to swatch it here. If you notice, we got a slightly lighter version of the same color without losing the vibrancy of pigment. And now I'll take a bit more of pigment, add that here, and you kind of get slightly darker mix without making it muddy or dull. Right? Now we'll do a transition from dark to light. So what I'm taking a very pigmented mix, and gradually I'll keep adding water to the mix, and we'll try and make it lighter by increasing amount of water to it. So if you notice, as I'm increasing the amount of water to my mix, the color is becoming lighter. Still it do have its transparency and the vibrancy. And this is something which I literally love about watercolor, and this is known as tone or the tonal variation. So let me write that down. Now we are going to use this tonal variation to paint a composition. So let me take this aside and let's start. So I'm using size 6 of brush, and the only color that I have here is going to be the ultramarine blue. I'm not going to use any other color. So let's get started. See how much amount of water and how much amount of color that I'm using to paint. Okay. So let's get started by painting somewhere here. So I'm just trying to make these kind of quick marks. All around it. Making it slightly darker by just dropping in a little bit of pigment. Just like that. Making few of the marks, and then let's make it slightly darker in the central region. Okay, now let's go to slightly lighter version of this paint, and let's paint few more flowers here. That's going to be in slightly oval shape like that. Okay, and let's paint few of the flowers on this side by making just quick marks like that, and I can go with slightly lighter tone if just like that. Let's paint few of them here, little random. Like that, and make few of the birds going slightly random here and there. Okay. Now I'm going to take slightly darker tone of this blue, and let's just drop that in to the center of this flower. Just like that. Okay. Now let's take a very intense mix, that is the darkest mix of the color, and let's add few dots here. Now they are very crisp and dark. Just like that. Let's tone it down a bit and make few leaves with the same color. Few of them going here like that, and let's paint one of those bulbs on the top side. Okay, that looks nice, I guess. Now I'm going to paint the center of this flower with a very intense color. A very thick mix of the blue just like that. If they're gone, I'm going to add these dots again in the center. Let's again consider this dark tone and paint those stems. Okay. Like that. And let's just connect all of them together. Maybe I can switch to a smaller brush. So I'm going to consider size 4 for that. bring out few of those crooked lines. Making it slightly darker. And I think I can add a few of those leaves out here. Kind of looks like that, making it slightly darker. Maybe should go like that. Let's take a very intense mix of this blue and make the few dots here. And let's make a cupping at the base of this. Then let's just quickly add those few thin lines on the flower. I love adding lines. So if you notice, you don't have to have all those color to make a composition or to, build a painting. It's just the tonal variation and the right amount of color and the right amount of pigment you need to use to, add depth and interest to your painting. Give this a try and let me know if you liked it or not. Yeah, there you go with your monochromatic color scheme composition. I hope you enjoyed painting. See you with another video.